to NMU students as a whole.
Okay, Camden? You want me to read it? Yes, please. All right. Something that ASNMU has always had a hard time with is getting students to know exactly what and who ASNMU is. How do you plan on getting students familiar with ASNMU?
Personally, I've been on campus for maybe 5 years now, and hearing ASNMU, you often think it's another student group. Not a lot of interest is easily sparked. If we do plan on really getting ourselves out there and meeting, marketing ourselves as something that's useful to our student body, I think we need to take a different step and perhaps somehow integrate the students to think and acknowledge that ASNMU isn't technically a separate entity from everyone else. You should get a feeling that you are at some level still a member of ASNMU, even though you are just a student. We need to advertise to them that you are useful, we need you, and everyone has a question, a comment, or something they would like done. I think it's all on how we can present ourselves not as separate from the students, but everyone working together is exactly what ASNMU is.
Okay, bubbles? Okay. The Student Association of Michigan is a group made up of representatives of the 15 publics, student governments of the 15 publics, and they meet 5-6 times a year. Once a month. And so they talk about things that are important to all college students in Michigan. What are your thoughts on the Student Association of Michigan as it pertains to the students of Northern? Stephanie?
I am going to be completely honest on this one. Since I am jumping in late, I am ill-prepared for this question. I really do not know too much about it, so instead of trying to lie to you guys and fumble my way through, I'm going to say that I need to take the time to look further into exactly what this program is.
Okay. Camden?
Not to say the same thing, but yes, I as well am not familiar with this program at all, so ask me at a later date.
Okay. All right, Drew?
Well, I believe in SAM and what it is that they do and with the messages that they try to get across. And I do believe that they have really good intentions fighting for every student in Michigan and trying to talking to other, at these conferences they talk to other student organizations such as Western and Central and all these other schools, and they find out what these schools are doing that works on campus, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are. They talk to one another and they are able to figure out what they should implement, what they should take away. And so it's like a give and take of how we can better represent students. So it's very vital, I feel. But with that, I would also like to focus also on starting back up ASNMU lobbying trips, for example, where it's a lot more cost effective, it's very cheap. It's usually paid for by Dr. Wong, and it's where you would send a couple reps down from ASNMU with a message specifically tailored for NMU students. And they would meet with the legislators in Lansing on issues that are based specifically for Northern. I think that's a really good idea because that's a way that you can zone in on what it is that Northern students want and what it is that they have problems with down in Lansing, and it gives you a more one-on-one time with these legislators. And I also believe in giving students a voice to do with it what they want, if I can say it like that. And that's bringing back the ASNMU Help program, so that we have that tool on our website, which me and Justin plan to update and keep updated and have a better website. Having that template there so that they can write their legislator if there's a problem that they have with something. And also with the call tables and other things on campus, it gives students the choice to talk to their legislator, but in their own way.
Okay, thanks. Any rebuttal? Okay, that's the last question that we have. Do you want me to open it up for questions? Cool. You guys ready for questions from the audience? Okay.
Yes.
Anybody have any questions for the candidates? You know what? Why don't you, while they're thinking of questions, why don't you say your full name, your major, how many years you've been here, where you're from. Okay, that's probably it.
go. I'll go. My name is Camden Alexander Mikhail McCarty. I will be running under the name Mikhail, so look for that one if you want to.
Last name? Last name, Mikhail?
Mikhail,
Okay.
correct. I'm originally from downstate Michigan, right outside of Lansing, Howell, you've heard of it. I came here to do biology, turned out to do art history, and I'm loving it. So that is my story.
How many years have you been? Did you say that?
I'm 5-ish.
5?
No, take your time. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Okay. I'm Stephanie Grabowski. I am a transfer student, so I've been here almost 2 years now. My major is environmental conservation with a minor in human geography. I am originally from like the Metro Detroit area, a town called Livonia.
Which is what?
Okay, Drew.
All right, I'm Drew Janego. I'm a second year up here, a sophomore. Political science and pre-law major with minors in econ and history.
Where are you from?
Where am I from? I'm from Adrian, Michigan. It's way down by the Ohio border, like it's about as close as you can get to Ohio. So this is a really long drive up here for me, but it's worth it. And you know, people always ask why I chose Northern because it's, you know, first of all the snow and how far away it is, and I gotta hand it to it. If there's anybody in here from the Upper Peninsula, like it beats the hell out of downstate Michigan. I'll tell you that much.
Okay, anybody come up with any questions while they chatted? Yes, sir.
I'm just wondering what changes as vice president you're going to try to push, you know, with Northern, make it better. What are like your key things you want done?
Okay, let's start, well, let's go back to our list. I'll start where I left off, okay? So I think we're at 231, so that means Camden.
Okay. What changes? Let's see. Okay. Personally, I've just recently been thinking about campus. I kind of just jumped into this with Ben, and after some brainstorming, I did realize that there are some things on campus that could easily be changed and fixed or modified. I had talked to Ben about possibly modifying and streamlining our bike share program, having perhaps certain docking stations that could be very noticeable. Obviously, a very unified color would be nice. That would be a great project for the school if it was done nicer than it currently is being done. I would also like to see, not sure how probable it is, I've spoke to some students, and it would be nice to see choice in vendors on campus. You do have your basic areas for eating, but there is a fair amount of walking between buildings if you do cross campus, and it would be nice to see small vendors just selling products that you love to snack on. It could be deep fried things, it could be the healthy things. But throughout campus, it would just be a great way to have a reason to go outside when it's snowing and not hate it so much. I would also like to see some sweet integration between our departments. I personally am in the art building all the time, and I don't get to see what's going on in the other buildings. And a lot of times within the department walls, there are things going on. Like the science building had a plant sale. And the art building, we typically have kind of like art book sales. It would be nice for those kind of events to spread out across campus. I mean, just to say just because you're in the art building, those are the only people who are going to purchase their art books. If we could just swap things up where people had a reason to go into the theater building. I myself never have a reason to go there, but it would be cool to go check it out sometime.